My son and I were out yesterday, went to get some food, and as we were coming back to the house, just probably like less than a mile away, we're sitting at the light and the AC just turns off. And I was a little freaking out because there's some other things going on with the car, and I was very worried that maybe the whole car would turn off on me, and that's happened before. So I was like, please just let me get to the house. Thankfully, I was able to get home and figured out this was the problem. You see this? I'm gonna tap on the screen, maybe we can get it in focus. But that was the problem. And so it's not just the burnout fuse that the issue, there's more to it than just the fuse. About maybe a little over a year or two ago, I replaced the fuse for this very exact problem. And I'm starting to think maybe it's not just the fuse, that there's other issues causing it. So today, we're going to fix those issues. We got a new fuse. We got a new filter. If you hadn't seen my short, go change your cabin air filter. I did it in my wife's car. It was nasty. Go change that thing. And then we got a new blower motor. For those of you who are Dodge purists and Mopar purists, I normally only do OEM parts, but I have spent so much money in the last month on this car that I just cannot bring myself to spend $347 or $370 something dollars. It's one of the two. It's either $347 or $374 for a blower motor for this car. I found one at AutoZone that was $46. I didn't buy that. That was the Dura's last. But this one right here is a Murray. It was $100, $109, and it's got a lifetime warranty. So I decided I'm gonna give it a try. If it breaks, I can just go get another one, period. I am okay with that. So don't come for me in the comments, you Dodge purists. It's Mopar. I usually do Mopar parts, but I refuse to spend $270 something extra dollars for this part because I have spent too much money on this car in the last month. Anyhow, so for what I've seen on YouTube, this is a pretty simple job. The cabin air filter is in the glove compartment, which we changed that, but the blower motor is right directly underneath it, and it's just a couple of Torx screws holding it in. And so we're gonna walk through that and get it out. Hopefully we can get some air back going. My rear air is still working because this car has two different air systems, HVA systems. So that works fine. I haven't had any problems with that going out. The front one has gone out twice, so we're changing that motor today. This is therapy, guys, therapy. It's emotional damage. This car does emotional damage, but we're going through therapy. You're right here with us, so walk through it with us. My understanding is that the cabin air filter is in here. Blow motor is down here. We'll deal with that in a minute, but first we're gonna get this cabin air filter out. What I've been told is there's a tab on the side here that you push in. Hopefully I don't break something. Yeah, push those tabs in. Ooh, my man broke that one. If you want to, you can take this little thing off right here. And it should drop all the way out. It's better. And I'm gonna show you. Up under here is where your cabin air filter is. So you got a tab on this side you want to pull on. When you pull on that thing will pop out. I think there's one on this side now. You pull on that, it'll pop out. Once this thing comes out, there's this little clip right here on the side. So on that side, it may be a little difficult to pull it out, but you can give it a little force, it'll come out. It shouldn't break. Once you pull that thing off, this thing is right here. Make sure you make note of the airflow, how it's in there. And you'll reach in there and you pull this out. And then, whoo, look at that. Let's go compare it to the new one. This is the new one. I'm leaving it in the package until I get it over there. That's the old one. Make sure you change your cabin air filter. I mean, look at that, y'all. New, old. Wow. All right, so we're back over here, and I'm gonna try to do this without, with one hand. But we're gonna put this back in there like that. Remember, your airflow is going down, so you're gonna have that go in now, like that. Get in there. Get in there. Boom, it's in there. You see that? Then we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it on this side first. We're gonna go over here, make sure we get it clipped in. Yep. Once you got that locked in, boom, it's in there. And then that's all you're doing. You would just put your thing back on, or you would just push those clips back in. But I gotta do the thing under here, so that's the next piece. All right, y'all. Now we're gonna try and get up in here. There's a few clips right here, so I mean, when you see it, you can see it right there. These are just push clips, so you just pull down. Gotta give it a little force. It'll come out. Let me show you this. Once you give a little force come out, there is a light right there, so you need to make sure that you hit this little thing right here. Okay, yeah, I tried to get this tab out, and these things always give me a hard time. They never want to come out for me, so I'm not even gonna fight with it. I found it though. There is a tab here, and then there is 3 Torx screws up in here, holding this whole thing in. So we'll drop that whole thing and then we'll put it back in. Now I can't tell why this would go bad or not, but we got it out. I would assume it's just the motor itself just goes bad, and that's why. The Dodge one is all black. This one seems like it's gonna have a white wheel on it. We'll see, maybe the difference will be how loud the wheel is, but I noticed that mine was taking 6-7 seconds to start up, and so I wanted to change that. Okay, here's the Murray part, or Murray, whatever they call it. This part was definitely made in China. This is like a hardened plastic, you know, compared to two. See, the Dodge one definitely feels sturdier. This one doesn't seem bad, so seems well built, and we'll get it up in there. Okay, I got it all back in there. Put all the things back in. I'm gonna push these clips back in. When you're going back in, you can see it right there. Especially we got the glove compartment out. Line it up. And there are other ones. Now we're gonna put our glove compartment back on. Goes right now. Take this little safety cable. Take that little safety cable off. You can pull it back out. Just gotta give it a little force. I did break my little clip here, but that's what the safety cable is for. You're gonna want to look on here, find where it goes. Mine was F13 HVAC blower motor. I don't know if you can see that. And that would be right here. I took the old one out. Got a new one. This is actually longer. I rubbed a little bit of dielectric grease in there just to help dissipate some of that heat that goes through these things. And we're gonna push that. Oh, we're gonna go the other way. Push that in. That one sits up a little bit higher, and I did that on purpose because this one keeps blowing, and so I want to make sure it's not just getting overheating because it's so little like these other ones. So I'll close that. Yeah, I got air again. Thank the Lord. All right, y'all, as you can see, we got air again. I'm excited about that. Woo, it's blowing good too. This thing doesn't bother me too much. My car is loud anyway, so I don't know that I can really hear it, but I feel like the air is blowing smoother. Like it doesn't feel like it's struggling. And so yeah, I'm excited about that. And hopefully we will keep chugging away. Y'all have officially attended me and my Durango's first therapy session, so thank you. Again, y'all, I love this car, but it does wreck my nerves sometimes. And so I want to thank you for watching. Hopefully this video helped you. If it did, like, share, comment, let me know, what you think. And then also, I'd love to hear, again, what kind of mods do you want to see me do on my Durango? What other things do you want me to talk about? We got a few more big jobs that we got to do. We got to change the water pump. I got to drain my diff fluids, all that kind of stuff. So all that's coming down the road. But this right here, I need to handle real quickly because no AC in South Carolina is like, in the summertime, it's like signing a death warrant. It's pretty hot here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out. Do me a favor, let me know in the comments below what you think about the Durango. Also, do you use this? Have you used this company Murray before? And is their exchange policy as good as they say or claim to be? I want to know. So thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you on the next one.